Well, we've heard them called fighters or pink warriors, but the title we want to give these women, most of all, survivors. Throughout October, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we're highlighting brave Arkansans like Lelani Beach-Holmes here who have overcome this disease. Lelani, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And so I want to start with your story and getting more into, your journey. First of all, when did you get this diagnosis and how did that come about?
Well, it's been an interesting journey, that's for sure. In 2006, I went for a mammogram. I've been an avid believer in mammograms every year, but unfortunately, due to some circumstances, I had missed 2 years.
Okay.
And so I went in for my mammogram, and I had a sizable tumor.
Wow.
So we did lumpectomy, we did radiation, and 5 years of Aramadex, which is a cancer medication. And I've been an avid believer in mammograms and yearly physicals since then, of course. And then in 2020, right before COVID was just getting being known to all of us, I went to KARK. I had been going to KARK, and they were excellent. And sure enough, I had breast cancer in the other breast then again. So they were exceptional at KARK. The first time around, I didn't really know what was in store and what was going to be happening and so forth. Yeah. And the second time, I knew, and they just kind of took me under their wing, and it was very helpful and very encouraging and so forth too for my diagnosis. Yeah. Can't thank the doctors, Dr. Foley, and the nurses and the technicians and my oncologist.
Yeah, it's all
for the
about
second time around.
Having that support system, both through your team of doctors and then, of course, just through loved ones and family, and especially for you, kind of having a second round and knowing what to expect that second time.
Exactly.
And I want to touch, you mentioned on, the routine mammograms and making sure you get checked. Especially during COVID, we saw a lot of people weren't getting those checks. They weren't doing their yearly checkups. Right. What's kind of the big takeaway you want for women who, are looking and thinking, hey, I haven't scheduled a mammogram in quite some time?
Go get
do it.
Go do it. That's exactly right. And the other thing, in 2020, when I went in for my mammogram and found out I had the breast cancer in the other breast, I was scheduled for 2 days later for an MRI. And that afternoon, my husband and I were scheduled to get our vaccinations for COVID.
Oh, okay.
And we did. And I had my injection in the right arm, thinking that was better than the left, which was where my breast, opposite. Went in and had the immunization, and then when I had my mammogram, they didn't realize it at that time. It was so new with the immunizations and the breast cancers that it did a false positive in 4 different areas on the other breast. And so I did some, so that was found out just like the next week, that the COVID. So my suggestion to everybody is, if you're having your COVID injections or your boosters, make sure you talk to your doctor before you have another mammogram, because you can have a false negative from that too.
And with the mammograms, I know that KARK is having a muffin and mammogram event, there we go, that's happening on Saturdays, so that you can go and get your mammogram to make sure you get tested this month and get checked for that. So there is that opportunity. You can go on their website, or you can call the phone number right on your screen there to get for information. All right, well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your journey. We so appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of course. And we're going to be right back after this break with your final weather check. Don't go anywhere.